Hi, welcome to the 4th episode of the BES Lion's Roar.
I'm Bailey.
I'm Tyler.
And I'm Anna.
Thanks for tuning in.
Tyler, you may want to recycle that.
What? Why?
Well, the recycling assembly yesterday should have informed you about that.
Yeah, that was a good idea. I could have learned a thing or two.
The assembly was our new principal's idea, and we learned many things, like you should always recycle your paper.
Let's go to our directors, Ellie and Aaron, for an amazing interview with our new principal.
Hi, I'm Ellie.
And I'm Aaron.
And we're your BES News Crew Directors, interviewing our principal, Mrs. Fields, and our assistant principal, Mrs. Bolton.
So, what do you expect from BES students this year?
Well, Mrs. Bolton and I have discussed this, and one thing that we are definitely expecting is just fabulous all around, because that is what we have heard. You know, I said this the other day in the recycle program, that all we've got to do is add a T to the end of us, and we go from BES to the best, and that's what I expect. And that's what we've seen so far. Very impressed with our students here.
Absolutely.
Well-behaved, go-getters, and the main thing I want us to do is, when you leave Brooks E, I want you to be a good citizen. That's the main thing. Be a good person.
How much experience do each of you have with teaching and administration?
I'll let you take this one, Ms. Bolton, first.
All right. Well, I have 11 and a half years of teaching experience. Most of it's in first grade. I taught second grade for a little while. And I was an instructional coach for 2 years. So I worked with K through 4. And this is my first administration job. So this is my first time as an assistant principal.
And I'm very excited she's with me. She's doing a great job. I have been in this field for almost 23 years, 22 and a half actually. And I have been a teacher for 12 years at Lexington. I was kindergarten, taught every grade, kindergarten through 8. And then I was went to Amstead to work for 3 years, came back as an administrator at Lexington for 7 and a half. So now this is my first year as a principal. So I've been an assistant principal for 7 and a half.
In what ways do you want to get BES parents involved this year?
That's a good question. We've been talking about some things that we want to do. We love how a lot of the parents are already involved through different activities here. Book fair. Today we're having a booknic, I believe it is, in preschool, and we're getting our crayon with the kindergartners for our 100th day of school. So just any way that the parents can come in and be involved, we're very welcoming to that. We want them to help out in the classroom. We've got some parents helping with our chickens in 6th grade, and that's really cool. So,
And I know PTO is always looking for volunteers.
Yes, always. The more they can volunteer with PTO, the better.
What are your thoughts on how drop-off and pickup have gone this year?
Well, we've only been here for, can't count off our snowcation, and we've only been here for a few weeks. But we're seeing changes. We like that. We're making a few changes here and there. We've blocked off a parking lot, and that has helped. We've got the front about the way we want it, and now Mrs. Bolton has really been working hard on the hill with the upper grades, and we're hoping to get that a little smoother. But other than that,
Main thing is we just want everyone to be safe.
number one priority.
So
Safety
any
for our
changes we
kids.
make are for that.
Exactly.
So, is there anything else you want to tell the BES students?
Just keep on keeping on. You guys rock. You've been very welcoming to us, and we're excited to what the future holds here with us and the Brooks Lions.
That's right.
Thank you for all those wonderful responses.
Now, back to the
We
students.
had a great Christmas break.
And right before school let out, there was the 2nd grade parade.
The floats looked amazing. Let's go to some footage about the parade.
during Christmas break, we celebrated New Year's.
During this newscast, we're thinking about resolutions and goals. The theme is New Year, Better Me in 2018.
Let's go to our book reporters, Alex and Luke, for some motivational books for goals. Hi there, I'm Alex, and today I'll be reviewing a motivational book for this News Crew episode's theme, New Year, Better Me. It's called The Motivation of Abraham Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln was our 16th president, and he was motivated to set slaves free. When he was a teenager, he went to New Orleans for work. New Orleans was the biggest slave market at the time. While there, Abe witnessed a sobbing mother and daughter being sold apart. Abe knew it was wrong for people to be sold like cattle. Later, Abe witnessed many slaves being whipped while chained together. This gave teenage Abe more motivation to set slaves free. When Abe became the president as an adult, he signed the Emancipation Proclamation, which set all slaves free. Abraham Lincoln got the motivation he needed from those slaves. It was his resolution and his decision.
Hi, I'm Luke, and today I'll be telling you about the book Brown Girl Dreaming by Jacqueline Woodson. This book is about the author's childhood and the hardships she and others around her faced. It was a fight for rights for all people. It talks about how her family acted that shaped and molded her as a person and the tragedies she endured. She tells about what led her to become an author and how she was never discouraged by her peers. It eventually led to her dream coming true when she wrote many short stories and poems. If you want to learn more about the life of Jacqueline Woodson, you can check out the book Brown Girl Dreaming from the library.
While we're on the topic of books, the annual book fair, which this year is pet themed, will be held in the library from February 8th to the 16th. Speaking of pets, Miss Meyert's class has hatched chickens recently. Let's go see some footage and pictures of those.
Hi, I'm Aaron Peck, one of your BES Lions Roar directors, here interviewing one of our 6th grade students, Chase Lawson, about his chicken hatching unit in Miss Meyert's classroom. So, how long have you had the eggs in here?
About 3 weeks, and they hatched last week.
Okay. What all work goes into the preparation of hatching these chickens?
Well, first you have to make sure everything is properly sanitized. You have to have a unit, and you have to make sure it provides the correct heat and humidity. And you just have to watch it really closely and watch the eggs.
Seems like quite a bit. How does the incubator work, and what all goes on during those 21 days?
You have to really just make sure the unit doesn't really malfunction. You have to really watch the eggs and the humidity and temperature closely. And when they start to bip and zip, you really have to watch it and increase the humidity.
Okay then. How many eggs hatched overall?
7.
7. What made you want to share this experience with all of your classmates?
It's just a wonderful experience watching them pip and zip, and really just a wonderful experience for everyone to see.
What was your favorite part about this experience?
My favorite part was watching them pip and zip and hatch out.
Is there anything else you have to tell us?
I think that's it.
Thank you for your time and information. Now back to the studio for more on the BES Lions Roar.
The book fair, Family Night, will be held on February 8th.
Now for more goals and resolutions, we'll go to our student classroom reporters, Carter and Abby, for student and teacher goals.
Hi, I'm Carter.
And I'm Abby,
And we're your
classroom news reporters.
I have a lot of New Year's resolutions. What about you?
I have a lot of resolutions too.
Wait, some of our viewers may not know what a resolution is. What is a resolution?
Well, a resolution is a firm decision to do or not to do something.
Oh yeah, one of mine is to run faster so I can get more hits.
And one of mine is to try and read more because I want to get more arrow points.
We have some students here with us today to discuss their resolutions.
I'm Seth.
I'm Garrett.
I'm Faith. And I'm Elliot. What are some of your goals for 2018?
I want to get my B to an A in math so I can get on the all A honor roll.
I want to get
A better grade in math because I want to get higher on it.
I want to finish school strong because I want to get all A's on my report card.
I want to change my math B to an A because I want to get on the A honor roll.
What is a new skill that you want to learn in 2018?
I want to learn how to speak Spanish.
I want to be better at cursive.
I want to learn cursive.
I want to be better at cursive.
How do you plan to reach these goals?
I plan to reach my goal by listening better and taking notes.
I plan to reach my goal by learning and listening to my teacher.
I plan to reach these goals by working harder because last year I didn't work as hard as I could.
I plan to reach these goals by studying hard and looking over my work and not going as fast as I can.
What do you think could stop you from reaching these goals?
Probably me not paying attention in class.
Me not being able to think I can't do it.
Me talking in class.
Me not paying attention in class.
Those are all great ideas. I hope you're able to meet those goals. That's all the time we have for today.
We want to thank all these students for sharing their resolutions with us.
We hope everyone has a great new year and remember to reach those goals. Now back to the studio.
One of my favorite snacks are granola bars.
Well, you'll love what the food critics are making.
Let's go to our food critics, Alyssa, Trinity, and Emma, who are making granola spheres.
Hi, and welcome to our kitchen. This time of year, everyone is working on improving.
So we decided to share a small healthy snack with all y'all today.
We'll show the actual recipe at the end of our news report. Today we're going to show you how to make some granola spheres.
This is a nice, small, healthy snack, but also very delicious, and it's also easy to make.
In case you are wondering what a sphere is, it is a three-dimensional circle that looks a lot like a ball. Here are the steps to make this delicious snack. So first, you have to add 1 cup of old-fashioned oats.
Next, 1/3 of coconut shavings.
Don't forget the 1/3 cup of honey. Now our final ingredient is a teaspoon of vanilla extract.
Oh gosh, you know some come off. Now you need to mix all the ingredients into a bowl.
Remember, we've already added 1/2 cup of peanut butter. Next, you form this batter into spheres. If you decide to make this batter into granola spheres, you have to put them in the refrigerator for 30 to 45 minutes before you eat them.
Here's a copy of our recipe.
Here are your finished products. Delicious.
Yes.
Now that's all from your food critics. Now back to the studio.
Did you see the National Football Championship between Alabama and Georgia?
I did. It was super exciting.
Let's go to our amazing sports reviewers, Carson and JK, about that and more.
Welcome back to the Lions Roar Sports Talk.
Let's talk about some ways you can keep your body healthy this year.
Exercising is a great way to keep your body in shape, and also you need to get plenty of rest.
You need to drink plenty of water so you don't get dehydrated, especially in sports.
There has been a bunch of pro basketball games lately, so let's talk about some of them.
Dragon Bender scored 17 points in the second half, and Josh Jackson had 17 points and 10 rebounds to help the Phoenix Suns come away with their win against OKC Thunder, 114-110.
Brandon Ingram had 20 points and 7 assists, and the Los Angeles Lakers snapped a 9-game losing streak with a 132-119 victory over the Atlanta Hawks.
Eric Gordon and Chris Paul each had 24 points and 9 assists. Gerald Green scored 22 points, and the Houston Rockets beat the Chicago Bulls 116-107.
Stephen Curry scored 32 points and dished out 9 assists in another performance during his sensational recent stretch, and the Golden State Warriors beat the Denver Nuggets 124-114. Also, the Golden State Warriors beat the Cleveland Cavaliers 118-108.
The Brooks boys varsity basketball had a very close game against Lawrence County, but came away with the win and now has a 21-0 record. Next, let's talk about some football.
In the NFL, the Jacksonville Jaguars had a 10-3 victory against the Buffalo Bills in an AFC wildcard game.
Drew Brees passed for 376 yards and 2 touchdowns, and the New Orleans Saints held off the Carolinas' late comeback bid to seal a 31-26 victory in their NFC wildcard game.
In college football, freshman Keaton Thompson ran for 147 yards and 3 touchdowns to help Mississippi State beat Louisville 31-27 in the Tax Slayer Bowl.
Mackenzie Milton threw 2 touchdown passes and ran for 116 yards with another touchdown, leading Central Florida to a 34-27 Peach Bowl win over Auburn.
Tua Tagovailoa threw a 41-yard touchdown to Devontae Smith to give Alabama a 26-23 overtime victory against Georgia to win the College Football National Championship.
The 2018 Winter Olympics takes place in South Korea from February 9th through the 25th.
Some goals the upcoming Olympians might have are dedication and hard work, being themselves and staying focused, and just having fun.
That's all the time we have for today. I'm JK.
And I'm Carson.
Now back to the studio.
Miss Woodward and Miss Tomlinson and the Lego League have been working very hard this year.
They have been doing so great this year, and they even made it to the state championship.
Let's go to Trevor for more about that.
Hello everybody, welcome to Tech Talk with Trevor. This episode I will be interviewing some of the members of our robotics team, the Pride Bots. The Pride Bots place second in gracious professionalism and in the top 50% for the robot missions out of 35 team members. How many team members do you have on your team?
We have 11 team members on our team.
How often do you practice and how long for each practice?
We practice, well, when we started out, we practiced at least 2 days in a week and 1 hour and 30 minutes. And then when we got closer to the competition, we practiced every day.
And some people will come in the mornings. How did the state championship go?
It started at 7 in the morning, and it was at Hampton Cove Middle School, and it ended at 7 p.m.
It ended so late because during the robot competition, the robot game, the coaches got a little slow with the judging and things were being put on before what they're supposed to. So it ended at 7 instead of 5.
About how many competitors were there at the state championship?
There were 35 competitors, 35 teams. Some of the teams were 2 to 3 members up to the larger teams, which are up to 15 members.
What is your favorite part of robotics?
That we got to work with people that we really didn't know.
How long did it take you to build your robot?
About 3 hours or so, and then all the models you see on the table took us about 6 hours or so.
Miss Woodward, what are you and your team's goals for the upcoming year?
We want to expand our existing teams and go to 2 upper elementary teams so that we can include more students in this wonderful program. And we want to engage more of our students in every aspect of the activities.
And finally, Miss Tomlinson, what do you look forward to in the next year?
Each year there's a new theme. This year was hydrodynamics, all with water. Next year we're really excited. It's into orbit and we'll be all about space. So we're excited to see what those challenges will be.
Thank you for letting me ask you a couple of questions. We will now show some of the robots in action.
Hi, this is our presentation board, and every year we have a different theme, and this year's theme was water, and we have to come up with a problem that has to do with water and come up with a solution to it.
Our problem was natural disasters that caused the lack of clean water.
We had to solve this problem as well. So we solved it by providing filters.
And an easy way to make them. So we made flyers to send to people that natural disasters and hurricanes hit, so they know how to make their own filters to filter dirty water into clean water.
This mission is the fountain, and we build an attachment to make it come over, and there's that which makes this come up.
The water comes up when the water. This is pipe removal. It uses a color sensor to know when to stop at the white line. And then it's going to turn back up against the wall and to get it right angle. Oh, what is it doing? You still got it, but I don't know what it does. It didn't go where it's supposed to go.
It sure has been cold recently.
That's right. The pond near my house is frozen all week.
Let's go to our weatherman Gregory for more about these chilly temperatures.
Hi, I'm Gregory. It's a new year and I'll be telling you about the weather. Monday, January 15th was Martin Luther King Jr. Day and it was chilly and got cooler as the day went on. Tuesday, January 16th, there was some snow on the ground and it was cold. Wednesday, January 17th, there was some snow on the ground and was the high 9 degrees. And on Sunday, the high was 70. Now I'll be telling you how to prepare for cold weather. You will need a thick coat and a scarf that covers your neck. You will also need mittens or gloves and a toboggan. Governor Ivey issued a state emergency, and so all the schools were excused because of the weather. Have your pipes ever busted? Here is a way to prevent it. You should keep the water dripping during the day and night and keep the cabinets with water pipes open. Since it is 2018, lots of the people will be making New Year's resolutions. My resolution is to make newscasts better, is to smile more. Look at the camera more and stop moving. I hope you have a great year. I'm Gregory signing off.
Our counselors work very hard.
What exactly do our counselors do?
I'm not too sure.
To find out, let's go to Mackenzie and Maggie with an interview with our counselors.
Hi, I'm Maggie.
And I'm Mackenzie.
And we are classroom news reporters. Today we are here to interview Miss Newell and Miss Ford about New Year's resolutions, setting goals in their jobs.
Maggie and I have both set many goals for ourselves this year.
One of my goals is to try a new food.
And one of my goals is to study more for tests.
So what are some things that you both do for our school?
We register new students when they come to Brooks Elementary. We talk to parents, students, and teachers. We give tours of the school for anyone that wants to come and talk to us. Lots of paperwork and computer work. Ms. Ford, would you like to add?
We do classroom guidance, whole group lessons in the classroom with our students, meeting with them individually. And sadly, also, if we have a student that is going to leave, we help them with that transition to their new school.
What is your favorite part of your job?
Mine is talking to the parents, teachers, and students, especially the students.
I really enjoy the classroom guidance, going in and getting to see the students in whole group and spending that time with them.
Most of that sound very fun. What is the most challenging part of your job?
I know for me, as everyone probably knows, I go between 2 different schools, so not being able to be here all the time is probably the most challenging thing for me.
My most challenging is the mounds and mounds of paperwork.
What goals or resolutions would you like the students to have this year?
I know for myself, I would really like to see the students showing kindness to others, really working towards being kind every day to one another.
And I would like to see the children achieve their goals that they've set for themselves, academically or whatever goals they've set.
Do you have any advice on how we would meet these goals?
I know for mine, of the kindness, it's just really just being kind to each other every day. Just random acts of kindness, whether it be asking someone to sit with you at lunch or join your group at PE, just anything like that you can do to show kindness to others.
Keep working towards your goal, academically, whatever the goal is. Ask to speak to an adult, talk to an adult, talk to your friends, talk to any adult in this school, your teachers, someone here in the office. Come to the guidance counselors, reach out to your friends, just ask for help if you need help, and never give up.
That's very good advice. Thank you. Do you have anything else you want the students to know about you or your job?
This is my 30th year here at this school. I've loved every minute of it. This is my extended family. They have truly been family to me, and I love it.
Well, and this is my second year, so I'm just really excited to be here. I've enjoyed meeting everyone, still learning new faces, but I really love Brooks Elementary and hope to be here a very long time.
Thanks so much for sharing it with us today.
You're welcome.
Until next time, now back to the studio.
Raising awareness for cancer societies are very important.
Our school is taking action by having a Leukemia Society fundraiser.
The kickoff will be held on February 2nd. Veterans are very important to our nation.
They make great sacrifices for our freedom.
Let's go to footage from our Veterans Day program to honor them.
All a great new year.
Be sure to remember to make goals for yourself.
Work hard on them too. I'm Tyler.
I'm Anna.
And I'm Bailey.
Thanks for watching the BES Lions Roar.